Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I've learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And I'm just sitting out here on my front porch, and I'm enjoying some iced coffee. All my ice has melted. I was actually going to fill it up a little bit and put some more ice in there, but I thought I'm going to wait to do that when I vlog. I have been filming a lot of my videos out here on the front porch. I don't know if this is my new filming area or what, but I have like really been enjoying just like sitting out here. I have to tell you, today is my plant watering day, but my plants are doing so well. Can I just show you? Look at this. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but my plants are doing so well. They are just unbelievably doing well. I'm so proud of them, and I'm having such a good time like taking care of them. And I was just across the street talking to my neighbor. For those of you that don't know, my neighbor is a master gardener, and she has like this whole like English garden going up her sidewalk, and it's absolutely beautiful. And so I go over there, and today she's planting bulbs, and every day she's doing something different out there, and it's so fun to watch. And now my plan for the weekend is that I'm gonna actually get these hands in the dirt because I have to clean up my walkway, which has a lot of weeds in it right now. So that is my plan for this weekend, is to clean up the walkway. And I'm kind of like, this is gonna sound so strange, like, and back in the day I would have been like, oh, like I am in no mood. This is kind of like a vlog, isn't it? I'd be like, I'm in no mood to clean up these weeds, but I'm actually kind of excited to get my hands in the dirt and just like be out there. And it's not gonna take me that long. It'll take me less than an hour to clean up everything that's out there. But I'm kind of excited about it, to like pick up the weeds and put on my gloves and get the place looking nice again. And my hostas are looking beautiful. And so, and it's an absolutely beautiful day in Indianapolis. There's something about the weather that changes me so much. I can remember when I was younger, and I still do love the fall, but when it would get really cold, and then the snow, and I loved snow, and when it would get icy and snowy, and snow days, and I still do. I still love all of that. But I remember my mom saying to me, that will change as you get older, because the dark, gloomy, snowy days are like really, really hard as you get older. And my mom was somebody that really believed that she had seasonal affect disorder, which I'm a believer in seasonal affect disorder as I get older. I didn't really feel it so much as when I was younger, like in my teens and 20s. But as I've gotten older, like it is really hard for me. Like I totally notice a difference, especially like I would say in March when we go to Florida. Like I totally notice a difference in waking up here when it's gray and cloudy and rainy versus waking up in Florida where it's sunshiny all day long and warm. Like my mood just goes through the roof. It's just like a completely different attitude that I have. So today, it is like, I could look up the weather, but it feels like it's like 75 or 80 outside today, and it's just like the sun has been shining, and the birds have been chirping, and it's just absolutely beautiful, and I'm just so grateful for my life today. And yeah, it just puts me in such a happier mood, and I just love sitting out here on the front porch and looking at my flowers and talking to my neighbors as they walk by, and it just, it's literally like my favorite thing in the entire world. And and then I talk a lot about being grateful for the small things in your life, and I never would have known until a couple years ago, because I really never did this until I got new chairs out here and stuff like that. I used to have a glider that my mom had given me years and years and years ago for my birthday, and I had it out here with a cushion, and it was so uncomfortable, and I ended up giving it to a friend of mine. And then I got these chairs that I have now that are like glider chairs. I love, and they spin, and they're glider chairs, and I sit out here and I watch my iPad at night, and during the day I just sit out here and drink iced tea or iced coffee, and I talk to my neighbors and whatever, and I just got the mail, and I love it. I love, like, it is those small things, those small moments that I never would have ever thought that, like, sitting in my front porch would bring me so much joy, and that's why I take such pride in this, I don't know, 10 foot by 3 foot, concrete slab of a front porch that I have with my flowers and stuff, because I love it. And actually, I went to Costco yesterday and bought 2 plants for the back porch, which I thought I was going to need a bunch of plants back there, but like I bought those plants and like they're a lot for the back patio. And so Alex is like, are you going to start using the back patio? And I said, yeah, I'm going to make it really pretty, put a lot of pillows out here, and I really want to use the back patio this summer too. I didn't do that so much last year, so I want to do that this year. The thing about the back patio that's hard is that it rains a lot in Indianapolis in the summer, and so we have like a what do you call it, a big plastic box out there that Alex like got from, I don't know, Wayfair or Amazon or something to put the cushions in. So we have to put the cushions in every single night before we go to bed, because if not, they're soaked and then they have to like, you know, dry out. But I'm gonna start doing that. So I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a very happy mood. So I thought, well, let's read some meditations. And I actually just realized I don't have my reading glasses. So let's look on here. What's today's date? Today is the 18th. Let's look on here, May 18th. Okay, and then March. Let's see what the meditation is for today. Love all of yourself. Okay, that is from Journey to the Heart. And then in the language of letting go, let's see what the meditation is for today. Living our lives. Let's read that one first. I like that one. Okay. Living our lives, May 18th. Don't stop living your life. So often, when a problem occurs, inside or around us, we revert to thinking that if we put our life on hold, we can positively contribute to the solution. If a relationship isn't working, if we face a difficult decision, if we're feeling depressed, we may put our life on hold and torment ourselves with obsessive thoughts. Abandoning our life or routines contributes to the problem and delays us from finding the solution. Frequently, the solution comes when we let go enough to live our life, return to our routine, and stop obsessing about the problem. Sometimes, even if we don't feel like we have let go or can let go, we can act as if we have, and that will help bring about the letting go we desire. You don't have to give up your power to problems. You can take your focus off your problem and direct it to your life, trusting that doing so will bring you closer to a solution. Today I will go on living my life and tending to my routine. I will decide, as often as I need to stop obsessing about whatever is bothering me. If I don't feel like letting go of a particular thing, I will act as if I have let go of it until my feelings match my behavior. It's an interesting meditation, and something that I have really struggled with in my life. I think when I have, problems going on, we have a saying in recovery that if you put one foot in tomorrow and one foot in yesterday, you SHI all over today. And that has been something that I have really struggled with through the years, is that I borrow issues from the past of things that happened. And I think if you've watched me long enough, you know that I tell a lot of memories, a lot of stories, and talk about trauma from the past and things that have happened. I also tend to, and this is something I still do today, this is something that I am actively working on, and this is where my sponsor is very helpful for me. And my mom used to always say, don't borrow trouble. Where I look in the future and I think, well, what if this happens, or what if that happens? And, and I realize that I don't have a lot of control over that, I have learned in my life, and I really think the greatest lesson of this was when my mom got sick and passed away, that the hardest things that happen to us happen on a random Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon that we have absolutely no control over. And I was actually just talking to my friend Tanya about this. Our need to try to control outcomes in our life, I think, is inherent to being a human being, right? Like, we try to control every outcome because if we can, then it means that things will go the way that we want them to go. In recovery, we talk about playing the director and the actor, and if everybody would just do what we wanted them to do, then life would go a lot better, right? But that's not how the world works. And I think when I started realizing that, and I started trying to realize that I have very limited control over certain things that happen in my life. I really only have control over me, right? I don't have control over other people or their outcomes or their choices. And I don't have control over a lot that happens in my life. When I started realizing that, if I fully realize that in the moment and I grasp it and I get it, like, I'm able to exhale. Life seems a lot easier to me. And that's my neighbor. Life seems a lot easier for me, and then I don't feel like this intense need to control everything, Like, I can kind of let some of that go and just take a deep breath and be like, Peter, life's gonna happen, Life's gonna happen whether you want it to or not. And when things are going on in my life, when problems like the book was talking about are surfacing in my life, I do tend to obsess about it and think, well, what if this happens? Or how can I do this? Or how can I help this situation? Or how can I be part of the solution? Because I am a believer in being part of the solution, you know? What can I do to cure the situation? What can I do to call, you know, whatever? I even think, like, recently in being sick, that was part of what was so frustrating to me, that, and I talked about just taking the time to heal, but I think one of the frustrating things for me was the inability to just sit and allow myself to heal. I really fought that, right? Because I felt like there were things I should be doing. There are things that I should be doing to heal myself. There are things that I should be, which there were, like I should be resting, I should be just, you know, relaxing, I should be eating healthy, all that kind of stuff, going to see my doctors and whatever. But past that, I felt like there's got to be more that I can do. There's got to be things I can do to fix myself and to heal myself and whatever. And so it was very frustrating to me, when in reality, I have very little control over that. What I've learned, you know, and it was interesting because a couple people in my vlog said, go back and watch your vlogs from when you first came back. Like, you are improving, like you are getting healthy, right? Well, that's just because of time. Like, time has done that. Time has allowed me to heal because I've allowed myself to relax. But when I force that, and I force that trying to get better and trying to heal and whatever, and I try to do things to force that, like, that doesn't work for me. When I look back on my life and I've tried to force solutions to problems that are going on in my life, life typically doesn't go the way that I want it to, you know? And I'm not saying that we should never have any input into the problems in our life. I think that we should. I think that we should try to direct our motives, and I think that we should try to direct our thinking and try to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. At the same time, I do agree with the meditation where it says, let's not obsess about it. You know, there have been things that have happened in my life where I have completely 24 hours a day obsessed about it, to the point of it being unhealthy, you know, where 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road, I've looked back on it and I've realized you had no control over what was going on in that situation anyway, and your obsessing about it was a way to try to control it. Because if you were thinking about it all the time, then you were trying to have some sense of control around this situation. And control is very important to addicts and alcoholics, but it's very important to human beings as well, you know? And what I realized was, I don't really have a lot of control over anything. And so, like I said, other than myself. So for me to put one foot in front of the other and live my life to the best of the ability that I can, and to try to have the best life that I possibly can, and when problems do arise, to address them and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. The other thing I've done through the years is allowed myself to say, okay, for the next half an hour, I'm gonna think about this, or I'm gonna journal about it, or I'm gonna write about it and inventory it and take a look at it, and then I'm not gonna look at it till tomorrow again, you know, has really allowed me to relax and take care of myself. So anyway, great meditation. I'm gonna get off here now, and let me know what you guys think about all that in the comment section below. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.